Hey, so welcome to the broadcast. When I started the channel, I wanted to, of course, review some barbershop classic materials that reminded me of my youth, and that kind of expanded into wet shaving, um, budget, and old school fragrances. And so it's kind of taken on a life of its own, and I've gathered quite a bit of stuff that I really like, but I just don't use. And so I wanted to figure out a way of getting it out to you while covering my costs for shipping and some of the other things that I've been trying to do on the channel. So what I've come up with is a raffle. I'm going to show a number of different shave soaps, aftershaves, and one or two fragrances that I'm going to box up and send to a winner of the raffle. And the way you join the raffle is you contribute to the Buy Me a Coffee site, and for every dollar you contribute, that's like a ticket for the raffle. And I'm afraid because shipping costs are kind of crazy, this is going to be limited to people within the continental United States. Otherwise, I'd spend most of the money that was gathered in the raffle on the shipping alone. So let's go ahead and review some of the things I'm wanting to give away, and we'll go from there. So first thing is Havana Shave. This is a tallow-based soap from moonsoaps.com. This one's kind of fun. You can see I've only sampled a very small amount. There's plenty left for anybody who wants it. Think sweet coconut with a little cinnamon and vanilla. So it's kind of gourmandy, and it lathered very well, very easy lather. And that's the first one off in the box of generosity, is what I'm calling it. Now, anyone familiar with Phoenix Artisans Accoutrements knows that they've gone through some rebranding through the years, and they used to be called Crown King, and this is a mini version of the Rustler's Ridge soap and aftershave that I'm passing on. Now, I do this with some hesitation because the soap's really nice. I think it's almost got a little bit of a root beer scent to it, but if I was going to be more specific, it's vanilla and sage. The aftershave is very nice as well. On my skin, the sage tends to linger, and after the vanilla dissipates, and it gets a little bit of a bite to it that doesn't really work for me. On your skin, it might be different. So these go in the box as well. Dr. John's propaganda. Now, Dr. John is no longer in business. I heard that he went into a different business and is doing well, so it's not like anything disastrous happened. It's just that change of life happened. So here's the soap. Very nice. Very floral. And the aftershave. Get that here. Now, the aftershave is more interesting than soap as far as my testing went. Because when I put it on my skin for about 2 minutes, it reminded me of cutting fluid. Kind of had a kind of a sweet industrial oil scent to it, which I thought was kind of interesting. So these two will go in the box of generosity. I love the artwork on this one. Yeah, I wish I could just send the soap and keep the artwork, but I'm not going to do that to you. This is violet cannabis that was gifted to me, and I'll be sending it on to you. It doesn't really smell like cannabis as far as I'm concerned. It's minty and sweet. It smells, and I suppose it smells a little bit of violet flower, but maybe not so much. But it is a really interesting shade by the Free Soap Collective. Here's the classic Pinot Clubman classic barber shave cream. It's got about half of it left. Well, actually, a little bit less. Not so. It's enough to try. You probably get 10 to 20 shaves out of it. It was just a little too thin for me. I wasn't liking it. And again, this has fragrance. I reviewed this, and you can check that out. This has the fragrance of the Pinot Club and Vanilla Aftershave, which is nice, but not exceptionally my cup of tea. So that one also will be given away. So there is a company in Idaho called Bubbles and Bows, and they make shave soap and aftershaves and other grooming products. I don't know how long they've been around. I ran into them last year at the Northwestern Wet Shavers Conference. I love their artwork, and their soap's pretty darn good. Now, it doesn't have a very strong fragrance to it. And what fragrance there is strikes me as a little feminine. This might be shave soap for women, for their legs and whatnot. I could be wrong. But it's a company that I'm going to keep my eye on. I'm interested in seeing what other products they have. These again were passed on to me, and I'm going to pass them on to you to see if there's anything among their inventory that might be a little bit more my taste, a little bit more classic in their presentation. I'll also be including my Clubman Pinot shave soap. I reviewed this a while back as well. This is the soap that I have. None of these products are brand new. I've tested from all of them. Some of them were gifted to me, so they run anywhere from 90% to about half in their quantity, mostly toward the 90%. I don't pass anything on, generally speaking, if it's half used up, except for one or two items, because I wanted you to try them, and they were just taking up space in my particular bathroom, corner of the bathroom, and I'm sure my wife would like some of that space back. Oh, I got somebody. Hi, what's my favorite hair tonic? That's a great question. It depends. I do have kind of preference of the day. It's either the Pinot Clubman original scent, which I really like, and I'm probably going to have to rebuy that, or Jerris hair tonic. Those are my two favorites. First one because I really love the smell, and the second one because it's super nostalgic for me. I used Jerris as a young man, and I kind of have a soft spot for it. Do I shave on a daily basis or every other day, especially when it's winter? Because I have a job where I'm with the public, I do tend to shave every day if I'm going to work there. There's some days when I'm working from home and I can skip that. So I'd say I shave about 5 days out of 7. And I normally alternate between shave soap one day and shave cream on the second day, simply because if I use shave soap every day, my skin dries out. So 5 days out of 7, and I alternate between shave soap and shave cream to kind of preserve my face. And yes, wintertime, it would be really hard because especially where I live, it's high desert, very drying, and if I use the soap every day, my face would be a wreck. So thanks for asking. I think Jerris wins for me. Yes, it is a great scent. It's a great hair tonic, and I love the scent. The scent reminds me a little bit of Skin Bracer. If you find that to be the same, let me know. Oh, Vitalis. Yes. So Vitalis, in my view, is not a true hair and scalp tonic. It's not something you shake on and you rub in. Vitalis is more of a styling lotion or styling liquid, but Vitalis is awesome. I have 2 bottles of that just in case it goes out of production. So yeah, the one with oil, no. If I have used that in the past, but my hair tends to be oily begin with. So I use the one without the oil if we're talking about the Jarris hair tonic. All right, so what else do we got here? So I also did a review of Arco shave stick. I love it. Very classic scent. Some people can't stand it. I get that. So I was gifted Arco Men's Shave Cream. This one is a little bit more clean in its scent. Stronger lavender soap kind of scent to it. Lathers really well. I do favor the stick more, so this one's going to go in the box to be given away in the raffle, and I'm hoping whoever gets this can put that to good use. I mean, all of Arco products, as far as I'm concerned, are great. You have to find the one that works best for you. So I'm going to screw up the pronunciation of this. Agalala Bay Rum Shaving Stick. So this is about, I guess there's roughly 60-70% of that left. If you like bay rum and you like to face lather, right, this is a good one. I do like bay rum splashes, but bay rum shaving soaps, I tend to like to use 3 shaving soaps, and having 20 of them just doesn't really do much for me. So this is one I'm giving away. All right, another one that goes in the box is Ariana and Evan's Portrait in Soho. Now, I did somewhat of a review on this. I did a review 5 different niche shaving products a while back. I don't think I can post this later, but if you look up the niche shaving soap review I did, I'd say about a month ago, this is on it. It reminds me of, a candle store, right? And I have both the soap and the aftershave, and they're nice. They're not something I would wear. This lasts about 4 hours after you put it on, and for the shave, it's a great scent, but not something I want to wear around town. Just because it smells like a candle store, and so for some people they're gonna love it. For others, not so much. But it's there for you to give it a try. So somebody's sharing their experience with Jarris. Yeah, it's a great product. It is. Have I tried Lucky Tiger hair tonic? I have. It's very similar in my mind to Vitalis in the sense of how well it works. It doesn't have quite the same hold, but it smells pretty good, and it's reasonably similar to Vitalis, and it's less expensive. So if Vitalis is kind of out of your price range, you might want to try Lucky Tiger and take it for a spin and see if that works for you. All right. Here we have Gillette's Lime Shaving Cream. Did a review on this. You can get this in the U.S., but only through particular buyers. The razor company is where I picked this one up from, because they don't sell it off the shelves in the United States. And it doesn't really remind me of lime. It reminds me more of lime blossoms. And you can check out the review on that. I'm essentially giving you the review as it is now, but there's a little bit more detail in the actual review that was given a couple months ago. Again, not a bad product. It's just that I have so much stuff. It's taking up too much space, and I have to clear up some space in my storage here. All right. Now this is actually a brand new box of Parasso shave cream. I've opened the box, but I've not opened the tube. And Parasso's great stuff. Again, I have done a review on this. This is the eucalyptus. This is the Parasso green, and it smells wonderful. It just that I have other eucalyptus shave creams already at my disposal, and I got to make more space. So let's see. Question: If you don't mind my asking, how old were you when you started to grow decent facial hair? I'm almost 19. Mine is now just starting to look somewhat full, but it ain't no peach fuzz. So I tried my first mustache at 15. It looked like a Kool-Aid stain on my lip. So I actually started getting decent facial hair at about 18, and that's when it started being pretty darn thick. And if I had to be in those days, because it was so dark, I'd have to shave twice a day to avoid 5 o'clock shadow. So that's my experience. All right. So what do I got here? So I'm not super familiar with Declaration Grooming. I have had a couple of their samples, and every one I've run into is interesting. I'm missing a sample here that's in my pile. There's there's this one, which is Chaotic Neutral. There's After the Rain, which is somewhere I'm missing that, but it's probably will be included in the box. And Cur et Epicis. I can't really tell you what they smell like, other than After the Rain is supposed to smell like a fresh earth after rainstorm. They're neat. Their experiences. I don't like any of their fragrances. I wouldn't wear them as like a fragrance. So their aftershaves I might shy away from, simply because they don't necessarily work for me as kind of a daily scent. But to just shave with them, there was one that I didn't get, but I kind of wanted to, that smelled like cilantro, very strong. And I thought that'd be kind of cool for shave, but I was shying away from it because I didn't want to smell like cilantro for 5 or 6 hours. It's not my cup of tea. But they're bold in their choices of fragrances and their soap lathers really well. So I might check out more of their products to see if I can find something a little bit more to my taste. Lastly, we have, well, not lastly, but the last of my samples here, I have something called RAR, R-A-W-R. I'm not sure who actually makes this. This one, I tried it out. This one's kind of interesting. This one's cleaner. This one smells not quite like a lavender soap. I suspect there might be some resins in this one, but this one smelled good. I was kind of hesitant about giving this one away, but again, I have so much that it's just too much for me to handle. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right. So I have done a review on this one, on this particular brand, but I have not posted it yet. It's that Muhle, M-U-H-L-E. I have their aftershave balm, which is for the scent is called Sea Buckthorn Citrus, right? And their shave cream with the same scent, and their sandalwood shave cream. All those will go into the box. These are really quality products. I'm surprised that whoever it was who was generous enough to gift them to me, sent them to me, because they aren't cheap, and they shave really well. I am up to my neck in sandalwood fragrances, so that's why this is going into the box. And the citrus ones are not. The aftershave balm works well. It's got a little bit of a funk to it. I'm wondering, these are made with castor oil and natural oils. I'm wondering if some of those oils might be turning a little bit, but it still smells nice, and it's great on the skin. So I'll give it away. If it doesn't work for you, you just first toss it. Let's see here. Oh, somebody's getting a Rockwell C6 for Christmas. Pretty sweet. No. You know, I'm not a huge shave nerd, but there are a number of different YouTubers. My favorite being John Shaves. He's a Brit, and he shaves twice a week, and he has a new razor that he tends to show, and a new scent of soap and aftershave balm. And he's a real fun guy to watch. His videos do tend to be a little long for me, but he's very personable, kind of fun to listen to. So if you really are interested in razors and shave products, more than I can offer, he might be one that you would really enjoy checking out. In fact, I plan to do a kind of a mini review of some of my favorite YouTubers that are into grooming, and I hope that might be interesting. We'll see. This one, I'll include it in the box. It's very rosemary heavy, and it's not my cup of tea. But if you like rosemary and you like handmade soaps, you might like this one. It's by Los Poblanos, a handcrafted shaving soap and travel tin. I'll put that in the box as well. Oh, found the After the Rain. This is kind of cool. It's not my favorite of the budget. Yeah. This one, on the face, it might have that scent of rain, earth after the rain. I should say the wet earth after rain. But to my nose, dill. Yeah, I mean these guys go all out in trying to make some strange scents. And lastly, for the giveaway, I will include one fragrance, Sung Om by Alfred Sun. I reviewed this a while back. I'm going to say geranium and cinnamon. It's kind of a sweet, clean fragrance. And initially, I really liked it. But as I've been kind of going through my fragrance journey, I'm finding cinnamon fragrances really don't rock my world. And the opening is great, but it is a less expensive fragrance. And so the dry down tends to lose its charm. I'm not saying it's bad. People do love this. But it's not. I wear lots of other things that I prefer more. And so this will go in the box. All right. So that's the context. That's the contents of the raffle box. If you are interested, please feel free. I would encourage you, if you would like to support the channel, make a donation to the Buy Me a Coffee. Every dollar you add is like a raffle ticket. Please do leave some identifying information when you do so that I can announce the winner of the raffle. Probably do that January 2nd. And then I'll have that shipped off to you as soon as we finish this thing. Before I let you go, if there's any other questions, I'm happy to entertain them. Otherwise, I'm kind of done with my portion of the broadcast. Any other questions? I'll hang out for another 5 minutes to see if there's anything anybody else wants to ask. Otherwise, we'll wrap this up. So I'm not just sitting around taking up time while I'm waiting for questions. I'll give you a little bit more of what I like about grooming products. And again, as I mentioned, if you read my channel page, I'm not really super interested in doing product reviews for product review's sake. I really prefer things that add to a sense of nostalgia or history for men and eventually women's grooming. Because I think the way you grooming is actually kind of self-care, and not in kind of a vain or egotistical form, but if I take the time to present the best form of me I can, then it shows me that I'm worth something. Again, not in an egotistical or self-centered way, but I think it's important for men to take care of themselves and offer that best foot forward. In today's world, especially when it seems that so many people seem to be not necessarily living their lives, but just living and experiencing whatever happened kind of comes their way, which I don't think is particularly happy, particularly healthy. So I'm hoping to continue some classic reviews and some modern reviews, as I say, but put a little bit more history into each product's review and kind of make some connections with the past as we also look forward towards the future. Otherwise, I guess I'll go ahead and sign off here in 2 minutes. And any other questions anyone has here? Doesn't seem to be. All right. So thank you so much for stopping by. This is my first live stream. I hope it was interesting, and I look forward to another one. And I will probably announce it ahead of time, so it'll be a little less spontaneous. This is my first one. I actually tried like 4 other times to do a live stream, and they all failed. So that's why I didn't want to make a big deal about announcing it and then having it choke on me. All right. So thank you again. I hope to talk to you all soon, and I have some more reviews on the way. It's really been fun running the channel and getting your feedback. I really appreciate all the comments you guys make, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.